McCullough, to our United States Interagency Council on Homelessness Executive Director Matthew Doherty, to our Secretary of Veterans Affairs John Harvey, and our Department of Veterans Affairs Commissioner John Newby. Thank you so much for having me here this morning, and to each and every one of you, and especially to our men and women who have served or are serving in uniform. Happy Veterans Day. You know, I had the opportunity this morning to visit with Governor McCullough for about an hour, and he has told me about 101 times that Virginia is the greatest state in the United States. And today, well, y'all have a strong argument. Congratulations on becoming the first state in our union to functionally end veteran homelessness. It is quite an accomplishment. And this day, Veterans Day, reminds us of the incredible debt that we owe every American who has courageously worn the uniform of our armed forces. I want to thank all of the veterans and their families who are here today for your service in defense of our nation's freedoms. You were the men and women who stood up when your nation called, did what others dared not, and who have earned our respect, our gratitude, and our support. President John F. Kennedy, himself a World War II veteran, said it best: as we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. That's exactly what President Obama called our nation to do 5 years ago when he launched Opening Doors, the nation's first ever strategic plan, not just to reduce homelessness, but to end it, beginning with veteran homelessness. The president set an ambitious goal of getting every single veteran into a home. And I'm proud that between 2010 and this past January, nationally we've reduced veteran homelessness by 36%. We know that we couldn't have done it without great partners like Governor McCullough and his team. He made fulfilling the president's goal a priority, and Virginia communities were among the first to accept First Lady Michelle Obama's mayor's challenge to end veteran homelessness. The governor, Secretary Harvey, and Commissioner John Newby joined forces with more than 20 mayors across the Commonwealth. And together, as the governor mentioned, they developed a comprehensive plan that got veterans into secure housing as quickly as possible, and then provided these heroes with the supportive services that are so important for long-term success. Virginia truly is showing that we can meet this challenge and make the president's goal a reality. Now, fortunately, the Commonwealth isn't alone in its hard work. The great news is that there's an impressive record of progress that's been possible because of the leadership from a number of people. That, of course, includes Matthew Doherty from our U.S. Interagency Council on Homelessness. It includes more than 850 mayors and local officials, governors and county executives who've stepped up and answered the First Lady's call. It includes communities like New Orleans and Mobile, Alabama, Troy, New York, and Winston-Salem, North Carolina, that have also, in their own communities, effectively ended veteran homelessness. In Connecticut, they've reached an important milestone as well. They've ended chronic veteran homelessness. And now I join Governor McCullough in calling on every governor in our nation to follow his lead and end veteran homelessness in the United States of America. I also want you to know that HUD is committed to working with you every step of the way. To do what we're trying to do takes a partnership. So we're expanding our partnership with the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs and providing an additional $12 million to help local governments get more veterans into a secure home. We're also expanding our work with landlords so that veterans' housing vouchers will go further in the private marketplace. And our message to America's veterans is simple. We got your six. We got your back. While we know that we can never repay the sacrifice that you and your families have made for our nation, we can make sure that we hold up our end of the bargain when you come home. All of us know that the freedoms we enjoy as Americans are not free. In fact, throughout the generations, they've come at a great cost. Supporting those who have sacrificed for our nation is among the most sacred of responsibilities. But sometimes it's not easy for civilians to know how we can help. The truth is that all Americans have a role to play. And that's exactly what we're doing right now. Honoring the memory of those who died for us, praying for the safety of those who continue to fight for us, and ultimately showing our gratitude in word and in deed for the legions of noble men and women who have always put our country first. Tomorrow, the front page of the Richmond Times-Dispatch will read, "Virginia ends veteran homelessness. This state, our veterans, and our nation are better for it." May we all keep working until every community can read the same headline. What a marvelous day that'll be. Thank you very much, Virginia. May God bless our armed forces, and may God continue to bless the United States of America.